What is up, guys? Wraith here, Graybearded Gaming Society. We are back on our little monkey Riordan. We are back at the doors to be fallen, and we already have a huge problem standing right in front of us in the form of an ice-boned skeleton who's standing right there, who's very, very red to us. The other problem is that there's really not anybody here. So we can't even get in to fight the stuff that we could fight, because that dude will break a foot off on us. But then there's really nobody here to group with this time, so it's kind of boo. Nope. You all never find the paw. I'm not here for the paw. I just want experience. Okie dokie. So I think what we're going to do is reverse pressure, reverse course, run around. Ooh, can I take him? We have so. Let's find out how we do. Here we go, Kodiak action. Tiger claw out of the face of a bear! Alright. Off to a decent start, We are going to have to keep tabs on the roamers and such around here. Also make sure we don't pick up another bear, because that would not be any good for us. But yeah, like I said, we've noticed, unfortunately, in the last couple of... Ow! In the last couple of days that really there's not a lot of newbies right now, so we might have to suffer through just a little bit. Let's hit mend. Yay, we didn't kill ourselves. Maybe a little early on the mend, but I'm still so worried about using it half the time that I never let it get too far down. At least now we know that we can handle these guys if we're careful. And by careful I mean, you know, have so to run away if we need to. You're too close for comfort, kitty. I'm going after you. They might actually still give us experience you as green. But yeah, so I think what we're going to have to kind of run around for a little while and keep the looking for group flag up. And see, maybe we get picked up on a group somewhere. Maybe we can get us... yeah, that Kodiak's our size. We're not going to mess with him. I think we'll stick with blues and blow. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. One of the things, of course, that came up in the channel was the Will-O-Wisp our size. We were discussing whether or not we wanted to buy the materials. Such a big Kodiak. He will just eat us to death, so let's leave him alone. I'm so easily distracted, am I not? I tell you, it's just I'm all over the place. But no, we decided if we were going to try to, excuse me, if we were going to try to buy the materials for our next sash, or if we were going to try to hold out and earn them ourselves via the quest route. And of course we need the stone off of Will-O-Wisp, which, you know, maybe we could take one with a lot of buffs. I'm not sure if we could take one just solo standing here right now, because I mean they do have a decent chunk of hit points and they're known to hit kind of hard at the size. We need the Legionnaire Bracer, which is off the bigger version of these orcs, or as has been suggested in the chat, if we catch a ride over to Fadark and maybe go group in Crushbone, which apparently they drop slightly more frequently in Crushbone than they do here. We're going to stay well away from that ghoul. And then right now, actually, I'm struggling to remember what the... apparently we found like the one small bear that we can handle. All these other guys are our size. I'm struggling to remember what the other item was. I don't have it brought up on the screen right now, but I think what we're going to do first is we're going to run back to the tunnel, see if we can't get us some buff action. We're doing pretty good without it. But let's be safe, see if we can get some buffs, and see maybe we can get an orc group, maybe get picked up somewhere. Let's see what happens, guys. Stick around. We'll be right back, hopefully with some action. Well, all right, gang. We've been LFG for quite a while with no responses. We probably do need to call. Actually, I'll tell you what we'll do real quick. We'll ask if there's any orc groups going. But we just got a little bit of buffage. Finally got a skin-like nature, and we got a spirit of wolf. So we're about to be a little bit brave and see, can we handle ourselves against a Will-O-Wisp. Now this guy is even to us, so we shall see how we do. I'm hoping that our buffs will be enough to see us through this. I thought about asking for, like, can I get strength and regen and the whole 9 yards? I'm like, some of those buffs just don't last very long. And while regen is great in the short term, it's kind of not exactly a fair show of how we can kind of do on our own, because nobody's going to follow us around. Our regen is nonstop. But with just the skin buff, we seem to be doing okay so far. We, as we were sitting there, we almost got the pity vote because we were waiting. You know, he was meting up to get the buffs. We were like, oh, we'll just hit min for a skill up, and blasted away 25% of our hit bar. So that was moderately amusing. What is it? Robe of Living Fungus. Looks pretty cool, but we don't have the money. But anyway, of course, the other thing, of course, everybody's trying to sell the, of course, the fungi tunic, which that would be just amazing. At that point, I think we'd be almost invincible. At least we'd feel like it for a few minutes. But, all right, so we're going to tackle our first Will-O-Wisp here at least. Chunk of experience there. And see. Hey, wow. So, okay. That worked great because that was actually the one thing that we needed right out of the gate in the first wisp that we have ever killed. So we will absolutely positively take that, because if I scroll down over here and I look at my monkey sash quests and we look at our orange belt, we need 1 greater lightstone, 1 legionnaires bracer, and 1 cutthroat insignia ring. So now we have at least one of the harder pieces to get. I just have to remember that we need it for a quest and not sell the stupid thing. So I'll tell you what, let's, well, I've filled that one full of bandages, didn't I? We'll hide it in here next to the silk swatches that we've been making. All right, because we actually have our normal lightstone. Now, I'm actually curious, is there really that big of a difference on these things? I mean, there's a little bit of one. But we're going to keep that guy tucked away. Alrighty. And we might have just been offered a group, which would just be awesome. If we can remember which orc camp is Orc 2. So let's get over here and do East Commons. Make sure we're going to the right one. And we are going to go get ourselves an orc group. So let's see. We need to be... That's the one down there by the zone. So let's cross over here. Cause where we get? Yeah, there's the tunnel. So we cross here, go down, and then run down towards the zone. All right, so we are going to go try to catch up with everybody over here. And maybe if we're super lucky, we might even be able to get our bracer this evening. We might be able to just keep rolling with our sash quest, but if nothing else, at least we'll get a good group going and get some orcs knocked down out of the way. So stick around. I'll save you guys the running. We'll catch back up when we get there. All right, gang, so we're here. Our group drought has finally come to an end. Currently, we're grouped up with Shadow Knight, and we got some other folks on the way. We are here at Orc. Technically, I zoom in as we're fighting a bear, but as you can see, we've been taking out the Centurions and whatnot. But this guy just happened to walk by, volunteered for the cause, and they are good experience, plus the potential, of course, for pelts. Even though he's decided that now that he's walking away on camera, that he will not be touched. And no luck there, but we've set ourselves up with our little pull message. And we are going to go to town, guys. We are going to ride this gravy train for as long as we possibly can, because anything we can do to keep the experience rolling. Like I said, we're halfway to level 11. The closer we get to feigned death, the better, and the braver we will probably get in the long run. So we will keep pulling everything and anything around us that looks like it might give us experience and see how we do with the orcs. All right, gang. Well, that was a very good time. Not only did we get level 11, we are almost level 12. We just ran out of time for this evening. It's getting kind of late, and unfortunately, we have to adult tomorrow, so we can't push it too late tonight. But we had a really good banging group, and at the same time, like big characters just kept running through and buffing us. Like even right now, like I said, I'm kicking Protection of the Glades. We had a smaller druid for a while, so we had Skin Like Nature for a little bit, and then every time they'd give us a damage shield, we would just go absolutely ham. We had some of the footage in there where this Ixar Shaman just came out of nowhere, and honestly just was casting blind on everything to aggro it, and was just standing in the middle of it saying, "You guys just go ahead." So they pulled like all of Orc 1 down to us at Orc 2. Unfortunately, no Legionnaire bracers for me, but it was still, we had a great night. It was a good time. With the buffs rolling the way they were, we just never even had to slow down. I would pull something to camp, and as soon as somebody would pull it off me, I was off to the races trying to grab something else. And when I had the big kids, so it was even better, of course, because I was super fast. But definitely a really good time. We are going to dash into town here. We are going to train up. We are going to, somebody died a whole lot right here. Not quite sure what that dude was doing. Rip the dream, I guess. But we are going to train up. We're going to reload on our throwing stars because we were completely out of all of our throwing ammo right now. We threw it all away. We did get a couple of skills. Not as many as I would have liked. Being as how we just went through, multiple stacks of throwing stars. We only got like skill 10. But either way, we got Mend as up to 60. We've been hammering that bad boy. Even with the good buffs, we've just been hammering every time it comes off a cooldown to make sure that we keep that going. Part of me was thinking we were going to start saving points for Feign Death, but I think for now, I think we might keep working on it. I'm still torn because part of me wants to save for Feign Death and go ham as soon as I get it. The other part of me wants to keep Mend going, but come to think of it, Mend's so expensive now. We should probably we'll save for Feign Death, and I don't think we get at 12 we get block, which will be handy. And then I think we get block, and then I think the next thing is actually double attack at something. Yeah, double attack at 15. So I mean, a couple more skills to work. So we'll bank some points. That's what we'll do. We'll start banking points for Feign Death. We'll train in the little stuff along the way. Like so, while we're here, we will pick ourselves up a fresh complement of throwing stars. We will sell that bad boy. We will reload on some ammo. Give us at least 100 little throws at them things, because it was as slow as the skill went up, it was very handy to at least have them as opposed to not having them. Oh yeah, I forgot we got the Greater Lightstone. We need to get that guy in the bank so we don't accidentally do anything there, because that is for our next Sash quest. But all in all, guys, a great night. We're going to go ahead and call it there. I'll hopefully remember to sneak over to the bank, drop that guy in the bank for the next time around. We got ourselves back under our weight limit, whilst making sure that the night pretty much paid for itself, because we didn't really go anywhere in the plat. So a good time there. A lot of experience, and just all in all, an awesome run. So until next time, guys, as always, if you like what we're doing, hey, please don't forget to like, comment, maybe subscribe down below. We do love to hear from anybody. Doesn't matter which one of the tunes that we're on. If you find us, go ahead and chat us up. We're always fine with it. But until next time, guys, stay safe, stay distant, stay in EverQuest. We'll catch you guys next time. Good night, guys.